What's up, you guys? This is John. Today we're going to be ranking all of the Star Wars movies, including ones like Solo, the holiday specials that came out, Rogue One, all the other ones, and the episodes as far as that goes. Just a backstory. I was born 96, so OG fans do not crucify me if I put some of my prequels over the original trilogy, but I do have love for the original trilogy as well. And you could put your order of the Star Wars movies in the comment section down below. And maybe Wisa will be friends. We're going to start off with the Star Wars, the Clone Wars that came out in theaters. I'm not sure which year, I forgot which year that came out, but that was the introduction of Ahsoka, the apprentice of Anakin Skywalker, who everybody loves, but based off of rewatchability, story, and I usually say acting, but I guess I can say voice acting. Voice acting was great. Story was trash, and rewatchability for this is trash compared to the Clone Wars that came out before. When I remember when Mace Windu was jabbing up those droids with his hands, and General Grievous was a beast and all that kind of stuff. This one was trash compared to that. Let's just be real. But I do appreciate the introduction of Ahsoka. So I'm gonna put this one in C tier list. It's not as bad as the holiday specials. Next we have Solo. I have a weird relationship with Solo. I did like it, but I didn't consider him to be Harrison Ford's Han Solo, if that makes sense. I don't know. People say Disney Star Wars as far as that goes. I'm gonna put this one in the droid equal rights. I'm gonna put this one in C tier list. Next we have Rogue One. It started off all the spin-off movies great. Great acting, great story, great rewatchability as far as this one goes. So Rogue One is gonna get a big, is it A or S? It's like in between A and S for me. I'm gonna give it a big fat A though. Loved it. The Jedis usually put a little bit extra on the Star Wars movie if it has a cool fighting scene or something like that. So next is Rise of Skywalker, which tried to salvage the sinking ship that Rian Johnson set afloat. This one, Mr. Unlimited Power was in there too. So we're going to go ahead and put Rise of Skywalker in C tier list. The cinematography was not as great as The Last Jedi as far as that goes, but and the plot was basically just trying to undo everything that he did with the other one, which is weird because, like they said, they had no plan. Trash. So we're gonna move on to The Last Jedi. The Last Jedi has the overall best looking Star Wars movie, and the acting was great. Unfortunately, the storyline was its own thing as far as that goes. He wanted to do his own thing with that, so I'm gonna go ahead and put The Last Jedi next to the Rise of Skywalker. They all belong in C tier list. Rewatchability is better than the holiday special and all those other ones, so C list it is. Force Awakens, I do remember seeing this one in theaters with my friends. About 10 of us went, and we went to the premiere actually. It had an overall great story. I remember the hype and everything, especially for Kylo Ren and all that kind of stuff. When we heard that he was the grandson of Anakin Skywalker, and then he removes his helmet and he looks like a baby, But it did have a great start, and we were excited for it at the time to where Star Wars was going to go from there. I'm going to go ahead and we didn't know that it was just going to be nostalgia, every single movie, and they're going to kill off the person and all that kind of, yeah. So we're going to go ahead and put Force Awakens in B tier list based off of rewatchability, storyline, and acting. Now, Return of the Jedi, which had the cool lightsaber battle out of the originals, not necessarily the most emotional battle. Now, I know people didn't like the Endor and the Ewoks and all that kind of stuff, but it was cool to me, and it definitely brung a conclusion to all 6 movies, or if you're an original fan, all 3 movies. Based off of that and rewatchability, you can watch this one again. I'm going to go ahead and put this one in a B tier list. I know people are going to be like, you put that one right next to The Force Awakens? Just based off of rewatchability. Yeah, as far as that goes. Empire Strikes Back, which is the Bon Appetit best story out of all the Star Wars movies. Let's be real. And you know why? Because just like Rogue One, the heroes didn't win. It was unpredictable, even at the time when I was watching it. Based off of that, I'm going to go ahead and put The Empire Strikes Back. Admiral. Let's see. The Emperor will grant you mercy. I'm going to put Empire Strikes Back in. It earns an S tier from me because based off of rewatchability and the overall emotional battle between Luke and his father. Okay, then we're going to get to the original Star Wars, which later changed to A New Hope. I think it came out in 1979, if I believe, or something like that. Storyline was okay. Plot was okay. These are not the droids you're looking for. So I'm gonna give the OG Star Wars. Hate to do this, I don't want to kill it. I know it set in motion great things. It gets the original Star Wars, but let's be real, the rewatchability, it doesn't really age well. I'm gonna put the original Star Wars in. Maybe based off of the story, gotta put it in B tier. It can't go next to, I'm sorry, Last Jedi. Okay, now episode 3. Where is Padme? Is she alright? This one is my favorite Star Wars film. I still remember when this movie was coming out in theaters. Kellogg's had the lightsaber spoons. I took that spoon everywhere. I was ready to eat anything on that spoon, and the way it lit up, crazy. Me and my brother both was walking around with that. So and I wanted to cut off my hand and have a cybernetic arm and have a scar over my eye like Anakin Skywalker at the time. Based off of that, S tier. Easy S tier too. Now we are on the most meme worthy out of the prequels. I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating. And it gets everywhere. Unlike you. We're going to go ahead and put Star Wars Episode 2. The lightsaber battles were sick. Suffered from some of the dialogue issues as far as that goes. But rewatchability. I rewatch this movie every now and then. So I'm going to go ahead and put Episode 2 gets a B for me. But I did like it. You know what I'm saying? But some of the love story did it was a little crunchy and everything, you know. Now we're on to the first one, episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Maybe we saw befriend. The Gungans, the war. I think this movie came out in 1999, so I didn't get to see it until later on. Now, people didn't like it based off of Jar Jar Binks. They think he was annoying. I actually liked Jar Jar. Jar Jar. Jump Jar Jar. I actually like this movie a lot. I saw your laser sword. Pleased to meet you. I'm going to put episode 1. And it had Darth Maul, the first appearance of a double-edged lightsaber. We're going to put that in S tier where it belongs. And that is my overall ranking for all of the Star Wars movies. Now, if you want to see me do the shows, you can let me know. And I will do the shows next down below. Like I said, leave your order down below and let's talk about it. Thank you for watching my video. Like, comment, subscribe.